Every single review just gives you a bunch of different features and you are still absolutely confused which is the best choice for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you just the very specific features that you actually need to pay attention to understand which is the best choice for you based on your specific case. And on top of that, I have some discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate links, so check out all of the links in the description. When it comes to Mailchimp automations, it has all of sort of the main automations that you will need. So all the basic things like purchases, link clicks, tagging. However, important thing is that split testing is only available for campaigns. No deep inside automation flows, which is really a huge thing that you will need, a huge downside. Another thing is there's no true multi-trigger automations. So again, something that might really affect your email campaigns. So honestly, I'm not very impressed compared to other tools. It's only a 6 out of 10. By the way, I have created a document of 50 best growth hacks used by the biggest marketers out there. Check the link below. When it comes to ease of use, I would say that it's pretty polished interface. It looks pretty nice. They have some guides how to set up. However, the dashboard can be a little bit busy, especially for beginners. And it's just kind of like a little bit overwhelming. It takes some time to get used to it, so it's a 7 out of 10. By the way, I created a blueprint for the best business model out there, so check the description. When it comes to landing pages, they do have quite a few modern templates. They have a drag and drop builder. It even supports A/B testing. However, that is only on the higher plans, something to keep in mind. And it's a little bit limited in terms of customization compared to actual page builders or even some of the other page builders in email marketing tools. So it's an 8 out of 10. When it comes to forms, you get all of the embeds, pop-ups available with different styling options, the editor. It integrates directly within automations and tags. The only downside here really is that they have fewer templates and it's just a little bit limited visually how much basically you can design it yourself, how many things you can adjust. So it's a 7 out of 10. When it comes to newsletter designer, it's pretty versatile, a lot of different templates, brand kit, dynamic content support, built-in A/B testing for subject lines as well, send times, and content blocks, kind of like all of the stuff that you will need and then you will most likely find on other tools as well. Nothing crazy, but nothing bad either. It's an 8 out of 10. When it comes to e-commerce, a store, they have integrations with Shopify, WooCommerce, Stripe. I would say quite a few different integrations. They provide simple things like abandoned cart recovery, product recommendations, purchase tagging, and you have built-in store option as well if you want to sell some digital or physical products. Obviously, I would just suggest to use a tool separately for that, but it's not too bad in terms of e-commerce. It's an 8 out of 10. When it comes to AI features, they have some copywriting assistant. This is mostly for subject lines and body tags. This is what most email marketing softwares have. They do have now some predictive segmentation, but this is still very much in beta and I wouldn't rely on it too much. Send time optimization, which is kind of nice, and a lot of other email marketing tools have some content suggestions. No AI driven automations yet. So not very advanced, but just because they have this beta here, I will give them an 8 out of 10. When it comes to unique features, I wouldn't say there's anything unique per se. The only thing I can think of is that they also provide some social posting and sort of like ad creation stuff and postcard marketing. But honestly, I would just keep in mind that are you actually going to use these different tools, because they're not very advanced if compared to like if you're just using let's say social media scheduler by itself. So this is kind of unique, but maybe not actually useful. When it comes to Mailchimp pricing, so first of all, they do have completely free plan, and by the way, there's a few very important things here I will explain. But the free plan is actually only up to 500 subscribers and you can only send 1000 emails. But honestly, You can't do any automations. It's missing all of the important features. Honestly, it's really a useless plan. I don't think you should. If you're going to go for a free plan, don't go with Mailchimp. You can't do anything really. Even if you're gonna go with Mailchimp, you're gonna start with a paid plan. So for paid plans, few very important things. So first of all, this seems very cheap right now, but this is because they just have this 50% discount for the first year. I don't know if it's just a promo right now, but as you can see, the real price is $110 a month for 10,000 subscribers on Essential plan, and Standard plan is $135, and Premium is $350. And let me tell you a couple of important things. So this might seem okay, it's not too bad, 110. However, when you look at the different automation flows, this only provides up to 4 flow steps, which honestly, most likely you will run out very quick. And actually, when it comes to all of these other features that are super important, when it comes to like the automations, the sending, advanced segmentations, the Essential plan doesn't include any of that. So really, you're not going to go with Essential plan. You're going to go with either the Standard or you're going to go with a Premium plan. So the Premium plan is $135, which is a little bit more on the expensive side. And another thing here is that you're limited how many emails you can send. So you can send 120,000 emails, 12 emails per contact, which means that you might run out of the emails sent before you run out of contacts. So if you have 10,000 subscribers, you actually might need to get a plan for 15,000 to be able to send 18 emails per basically one subscriber. And then the price, as you can see, increases to $230, so it increases quite a lot. And honestly, when it comes to the features, this price tag is really quite a lot for considering all of the different features that you get and you don't get. I would say that it's really overpriced. I think Mailchimp is just the oldest software out there. It's the biggest known name. That's why they can really overcharge you by quite a lot. Really, this is probably, I would say, the worst value for money that you can get when it comes to pricing. So who is it best for? Honestly, I really don't understand why people use Mailchimp. For me, compared to all of the other email marketing softwares, it's way overpriced and it's actually more expensive and gives you worse features than other email marketing softwares. So I don't understand. I think it's just the oldest and the biggest tool, hence it's still very popular because a lot of people just have heard of Mailchimp and they just sign up for it. But honestly, there are other tools that are much better and much cheaper. ConvertKit automations, you have this visual builder that's very simple to use, and you have most of the different events, actions, and conditions that you will need. You have multiple entry triggers, you have all of the basic if and else branching. The one thing to note here is that there is no in automation split testing, A/B testing, and goal tracking. So this is something that some of other email marketing softwares have that ConvertKit is still lacking. That's why I'll give it an 8 out of 10 in terms of automations. When it comes to ease of use and interface, it's very clean, minimalistic design. Honestly, pretty simple to understand. However, it's not a typical setup compared to other email marketing tools. The way they set up all of the automations and rules is a little bit different. So I would say just a tiny bit higher learning curve. But it's still very easy. That's why it's 8 out of 10 and it's not 10 out of 10. When it comes to landing pages, there's a bunch of different templates to choose from. Build mostly, I would say, for creator style, so great for like lead magnets and things like that, just simple funnels. The editor is very simple to use as well, drag and drop. The only thing that's a downside is there is a little bit of a limit on customization, and there's no A/B testing, which usually isn't the case for email marketing softwares, but there are some tools that allow you to do that. So it's an 8 out of 10. When it comes to forms, you have all the embeds, pop-ups, they look very clean. Again, a lot of different templates. You can trigger automations directly if someone signs up for a form. You can add a tag or update to a different tag right away when someone basically fills in a form. Good choice of templates. It's, I would say, an 8 out of 10 because again, there's no A/B testing for forms. When it comes to newsletter designer, it's focused on text first actually. It's very minimalistic, great for personal newsletters, but you can create actually some really beautiful newsletters and they have great templates. Customization is actually really great. I really like the customization on Kit, and they do also provide you A/B testing for subject lines, 2 for the main plan and 5 actually subject line A/B testings for the pro plan, which is really a lot. And on the pro plan you also get content A/B testing as well, so it's a 9 out of 10. When it comes to e-commerce and selling, basically you have actually digital products that you can create directly and sell them through Kit. They have this Kit, ConvertKit commerce. And aside from that, you also have the different integrations with all of the main platforms, Shopify, WooCommerce, and other product tagging, purchase triggers, things like that. So there's some e-commerce automations, but again, it's not an e-commerce email marketing platform per se. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. When it comes to AI features, you have AI subject line generator and you have email writing assistant. Basic functionality, no crazy integrated AI functionalities or any segmentation automation capabilities yet. So it's in 7 out of 10. When it comes to unique features, there's actually quite a lot when it comes to Kit. First of all, there's creator network for newsletters. So basically what you can do here is you can recommend other newsletters and they can recommend you, and you can grow your subscribers. This is a very unique feature that basically you don't really have on other email marketing softwares. There's also the built-in referral system, which funny enough, they don't even show it on their website. But what this means is basically you can create sort of like this opt-in where people get automatic links. So they actually use this tool SparkLoop that you automatically get on the pro plan. It doesn't exist on other plans. But basically, if people invite, let's say 1, 5, whatever you said, other people to subscribe to your newsletter, they're going to get some sort of reward. So you can basically select what kind of rewards you are giving in exchange for how many new subscribers. So it's a great way to grow your newsletter. Another super important thing is they have a tip jar and they have paid recommendations. So paid recommendations, again, this is a very specific feature. As you can see here, basically you can choose how much you want to, so you can do it 2 ways. You can either use it to grow or to earn money. So here, let's say these are all of the newsletters that if you promote them within your newsletter, you are going to get X amount of dollars per subscriber depending on how much they're paying. And you can do the same as well if you want to grow your own newsletter. You can pay them. So this is an amazing way to basically grow your newsletter or make money on a very automated, very simple way. So when it comes to Kit pricing, first of all, they have this newsletter pricing, which is $0 a month, and it's up to 10,000 subscribers, which sounds absolutely crazy. You don't get 10,000 subscribers nowhere else. However, there is a catch, and the catch is they call it newsletter plan because here basically you can just, if you're sending out emails every week, every day, whatever it is, once off emails and that's it, then this can work for you. However, if you want some email automations, they only provide one basic automation and one email sequence. So if you want something that's a little bit more advanced, more automated, then you are going to run out right away. And you do have like actually quite a lot of different features, as you can see here. All of these opt-in forms, landing pages, even selling digital products, running paid subscriptions, but there are definitely limitations. Now, if we go to paid plans, if you choose 10,000 subscribers here, and they have basically two options. There is the Creator and Creator Pro. The Creator is $140 a month, and the Creator Pro is $190 a month. So this is somewhere within like the mid / even a little bit higher tier pricing compared to other email marketing softwares. However, there is a reason why that's the case. So aside from the usual sort of the automation sequences, usual features, they provide some additional stuff like free recommendations. So basically gaining subscribers through other email newsletters, paid recommendations as well. So you get that within the Creator plan. So you can actually start making money by promoting other people's newsletters. So these tools, they don't exist with most email marketing softwares. So basically you are paying for these additional things here that actually can really be worth the money if you are going to use those features, because you simply don't get them, or you're paying actually even a lot more money for them. And the difference between Creator and Creator Pro plan is, well, there are some smaller things like how many users you get, but if you want some very advanced A/B testing, so this is basically you get, instead of 2 subject lines, you get 5 subject line tests. You can test the copy of the actual email. If you want Facebook custom audiences, and this is very important as well. So newsletter referral system, basically you can give out some sort of prizes if people refer other people to subscribe to your newsletter. And as you can see here, they say that they use this tool called SparkLoop that usually costs $100 a month to use by itself. So actually, if this is part of how you're going to grow your newsletter, then this is actually a really good deal. Because you're paying, as you can see, for 10,000 subscribers, you're only paying extra $50, but you are getting this tool that's $100 a month, plus you're getting all of these other more advanced features as well. So who is it best for? It's really great for creators, for coaches, solopreneurs. Basically, it's focusing a lot on audience growth and monetization. So these features that I mentioned before, if you will want to use the paid recommendations, if you will want to use referrals, then this might be really a great tool, because this is all already included within the software and you don't need to add additional tools on top of that. By the way, I have also made an ultimate video comparing all of the different softwares, so go check that out, link in description. And don't forget, I have special discounts and crazy bonuses if you use my affiliate link. So if you enjoyed this, check out all of those links.